After 50, your risk of developing a deadly blood clot skyrockets. And the scariest part is, you might be causing it yourself. Every day, millions of people are unknowingly creating the perfect storm inside their bloodstream through habits that seem harmless. In this video, I'll reveal the 5 silent triggers that could be putting you in danger right now, and what to do tonight to protect yourself. Blood clots are responsible for over 600,000 deaths annually in the United States alone, and the statistics become increasingly grim as we age. But here's what the medical community doesn't always tell you. Many of these clots form not from dramatic medical events, but from seemingly innocent lifestyle choices that accumulate over time like a ticking time bomb in your bloodstream. Subscribe to the channel for more great content with you in mind, and download your free guide from the link in the description below. Before we dive into these 5 lethal triggers, let me paint a picture of what's actually happening inside your body. Imagine your blood vessels as highways, and your blood cells as traffic flowing through them. When you're young, this traffic moves smoothly, but as you age, several factors start creating roadblocks and pileups that can turn deadly. The first lethal blood clot trigger that's probably affecting you right now is prolonged immobility, and it's not just about sitting at a desk all day. As we age, our natural tendency is to become more sedentary. Maybe you've started taking longer afternoon naps, or you find yourself binge-watching entire seasons of shows without getting up. Perhaps you've developed a habit of reading in your favorite chair for hours at a time. Here's the terrifying truth. When you remain stationary for more than 2 hours, especially with your legs in independent positions, blood begins to pool in your lower extremities. Your calf muscles, which normally act as pumps to push blood back to your heart, become inactive. This creates what doctors call venous stasis, where blood moves so slowly it begins to coagulate, but it gets worse. After age 60, your blood vessels lose elasticity and your heart doesn't pump as efficiently as it once did. This means that even shorter periods of immobility can trigger clot formation. The most dangerous part? These clots often form silently, with no symptoms until they break free and travel to your lungs, brain, or heart. The solution isn't just about moving more, it's about strategic movement. Every hour you need to engage in what I call the circulation reset. Stand up, flex your calf muscles 10 times, take at least 20 steps, and rotate your ankles in both directions. If you're traveling, whether by car or plane, this becomes even more critical. Make sure to stop every hour during long drives and on flights. Request an aisle seat so you can walk every 60 minutes. The second deadly trigger involves your sleeping position, and this one will shock you because it's something you do for 8 hours every night without thinking about it. Most people over 60 develop a preference for sleeping on their right side or on their back with elevated legs, thinking it's more comfortable for their aging joints. But this seemingly innocent choice could be setting you up for a fatal blood clot. When you sleep consistently on your right side, you compress the inferior vena cava, which is the large vein that returns blood from your lower body to your heart. This compression slows blood flow and creates the perfect conditions for clot formation. Similarly, sleeping flat on your back with your legs elevated might feel good for your lower back, but it can cause blood to pool in your pelvic region. The most dangerous sleeping position, however, is what I call the pretzel position, where you curl up tightly with your knees drawn up to your chest and your arms tucked under your body. This position compresses multiple blood vessels simultaneously and can reduce circulation to dangerous levels over the course of a full night's sleep. But here's what's even more concerning. As we age, we tend to move less during sleep. Younger people naturally shift positions 20 to 30 times per night, which helps maintain circulation. Older adults often remain in the same position for hours, especially if they're taking sleep medications or dealing with joint pain that makes movement uncomfortable. The optimal sleeping strategy involves alternating between your left side and your back throughout the night. Place a pillow between your knees when side sleeping to maintain proper alignment and reduce vascular compression. If you must sleep on your back, keep your legs slightly bent and avoid elevating them too high. Consider setting a gentle alarm to wake you once during the night to briefly change positions. Moving to our third lethal trigger, and this one hits close to home because it involves foods that many people consider healthy, especially those trying to eat better as they age. The hidden dietary danger lies not just in what you eat, but in how your aging body processes certain nutrients differently than it did in your younger years. Vitamin K, found abundantly in leafy greens like kale, spinach, and broccoli, plays a crucial role in blood clotting. While these foods are incredibly nutritious, dramatically increasing your intake of high vitamin K foods after age 60 can tip your blood's clotting balance in a dangerous direction, especially if you're not balancing it properly with other nutrients. But the real dietary villain is something far more insidious: chronic dehydration combined with high-sodium processed foods. As we age, our thirst sensation diminishes and our kidneys become less efficient at concentrating urine. This means many people over 60 are chronically dehydrated without realizing it. When you add high-sodium foods to this equation, things like deli meats, canned soups, frozen dinners, and even seemingly healthy options like cottage cheese and pickles, you create a perfect storm. Dehydration makes your blood thicker and more prone to clotting, while excess sodium causes your body to retain water in your tissues rather than keeping it in your bloodstream where it's needed for proper circulation. This combination can increase your clotting risk by up to 400%. The solution requires a two-pronged approach. First, you need to drink water strategically, not just when you feel thirsty. Aim for half your body weight in ounces of water daily, but spread it throughout the day to avoid overloading your kidneys. Second, become a sodium detective. Read labels religiously and aim for no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium daily, but ideally closer to 1,500 milligrams if you're at high risk for cardiovascular issues. The fourth deadly trigger is something that might surprise you because it's often prescribed by well-meaning doctors: certain medications and supplements that seem harmless but can dramatically increase your clotting risk when you're over 60. Your aging liver and kidneys process medications differently, and drug interactions that wouldn't have affected you in your 40s can become life-threatening in your 60s and beyond. Hormone replacement therapy, particularly estrogen-based treatments, significantly increases clotting risk. Many women start these therapies around menopause and continue them well into their 60s and 70s without realizing that the risk-benefit ratio changes dramatically with age. Even bioidentical hormones, which are often marketed as safer alternatives, carry similar clotting risks. But prescription medications aren't the only culprits. Over-the-counter supplements that many older adults take for joint health, heart health, or general wellness can interact in dangerous ways. For example, taking high doses of omega-3 supplements while also taking baby aspirin for heart protection might seem like a good idea, but this combination can actually make your blood too thin, leading to internal bleeding. Or, paradoxically, it can trigger a rebound clotting effect when you miss doses. Even more concerning are the herbal supplements that many people consider completely natural and safe. Ginkgo biloba, often taken for memory enhancement, can interact with blood thinners and increase bleeding risk. Ginseng can affect how your body processes blood-thinning medications. St. John's wort can reduce the effectiveness of prescribed anticoagulants. The key is medication reconciliation with a pharmacist or physician who specializes in geriatric medicine at least twice per year. Bring everything you take: prescription medications, over-the-counter drugs, vitamins, supplements, and herbal remedies. Many dangerous interactions only become apparent when someone looks at your complete medication profile holistically. Now for the fifth and most shocking blood clot trigger, and this one is going to change how you think about stress and sleep forever. It's the combination of chronic stress and poor sleep quality that creates what researchers are calling the inflammation clotting cascade, and it's particularly deadly for people over 60. Here's what happens in your body when you're chronically stressed and sleep deprived. Your stress hormones, particularly cortisol, remain elevated throughout the day and night. This chronic elevation triggers a cascade of inflammatory responses in your blood vessels. At the same time, poor sleep quality prevents your body from producing adequate amounts of natural anticoagulants and from properly regulating the proteins involved in clot formation. But the real danger lies in how stress affects your behavior in ways that compound the problem. When you're stressed, you're more likely to sit for long periods, skip meals, or eat processed convenience foods, forget to stay hydrated, and rely on caffeine or alcohol to manage your energy and mood. You might also clench your jaw, tense your shoulders, or hold your breath without realizing it, all of which can impair circulation. Sleep deprivation makes everything worse because it impairs your body's natural ability to repair blood vessel damage and regulate clotting factors. Even one night of poor sleep can increase inflammatory markers in your blood for several days. Chronic sleep disruption literally ages your cardiovascular system faster than normal aging would. The most effective solution involves what I call the stress sleep reset protocol. First, establish a strict sleep schedule where you go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Create a bedroom environment that promotes deep sleep, cool, dark, and quiet, with no electronic devices. Second, implement daily stress reduction techniques that specifically target the physiological stress response. Deep breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, and gentle stretching can all help reset your nervous system and improve circulation. The key is consistency rather than intensity. Third, address the root causes of your stress rather than just managing symptoms. This might mean having difficult conversations about family responsibilities, financial concerns, or health fears. Chronic worry about things you cannot control creates the same physiological stress response as immediate physical danger, but it never turns off. Now, here's what you need to do immediately to protect yourself from these 5 lethal blood clot triggers. Create what I call your circulation protection plan. Set hourly movement reminders on your phone. Evaluate your sleeping position and make necessary adjustments tonight. Review your diet and eliminate the highest sodium foods this week. Schedule a medication review within the next month. And start implementing stress reduction techniques today, not tomorrow. Remember, blood clots don't announce themselves with fanfare. They form silently, often over weeks or months, and by the time symptoms appear, it may be too late for intervention. The good news is that armed with this knowledge, you have the power to dramatically reduce your risk through simple but strategic lifestyle modifications. Your circulation is literally the lifeline that keeps every cell in your body functioning. After age 60, you can't afford to leave it to chance. Take action on these 5 triggers today because tomorrow might be too late.